Once upon a time, there were two boys in California. One was born a redhead with blue eyes. His name was
Miles.
And the second one was born 2 years later.
And he had blonde hair.
Yeah, kind of blondish brown hair with blue eyes, just like his brothers. And his name was Noah. And Noah and Miles became best friends. What? Okay, go ahead and take it. Oh, yeah. Sure.
And then they found a lot of animals because they were in the African savannah. But then they went back in the car, and also one of the wheels popped, but then they used the extra wheel behind it. And they put it on, but they didn't have any screws. So they needed to walk back home, get the screws, walk back, put them in, and then they needed to go back home to get the thing to screw the screws. They did it, then they went, then they could go back home. And then, like apple storm.
Okay.
Well, like
I got an
toot.
All right. Then what happened after that? It was lunchtime. And so they ended up going back, and the campsite was beautiful with these permanent tents with tent poles and a fire to roast things on. And
I want to be a surprise.
Okay. And they decided to make s'mores for dessert. But first they had to have antelope burgers. Then what happened is Noah and Miles went away because they wanted it to be a surprise. The antelope burgers were delicious, and they put ketchup on it, came back, and then there was a mystery. All of their camping equipment was disappeared. Who could have taken all the camping equipment? All the camping equipment was gone. They couldn't figure it out. And then they looked down, and they saw some tracks. They weren't ordinary tracks. They looked like hands. What kind of people have feet that look like hands?
It was
a gorilla.
And then Mommy came, and she had a trap and a lock, and it was big enough, and then she trapped the gorilla, and then when she trapped it, they named it, and then they untrapped it, and then they wanted to be his friend, and he said yes. Apple, can I play a game on here?
Well, in a minute. We have to tell them about the end, though. What happened was they said, "Why did you take all of our camping equipment?" The gorilla said, "I'm a mommy gorilla, and I have 2 little babies at home, and they needed some shelter, and they needed me to cook some food. So I came and looked like you had plenty of stuff, and you had extra, so I just took what I needed, and I left the rest. So I hope you don't mind." Then the family said, "Of course we don't mind. We want you to feed your babies, and here, take a cooler with extra food, so you can all have a wonderful dinner tonight."
And then they went to bed.
The end.
Toot.